Hello, friends, and welcome back to the studio. I hope you're as excited as I am to begin this Mountain Meditations Crochet-Along. Every few days, we're going to be working on a new block, and over the next couple of months, we're going to create a throw that's going to embrace us in warmth, love, and peace. Every stitch of the way, I'm going to be there and make sure that you have all of the help you need. Today is block one, the flying geese block. It's a block that's inspired by my favorite bird, the goose. We're going to work on elongated single crochets, and it sounds a lot more complicated than it is. Now keep in mind that this is an intermediate skill pattern. Now, what that means is that my tutorial will move a little bit faster because it's crafted specifically for the intermediate crocheter. Now, if you haven't picked up the pattern, don't worry, there's still time. You can grab the kit with all the yarn you need from my friends at Lion Brand. I've linked the individual pattern below along with a link to the kit. Now, if you're interested in knowing the full breakdown of when each video will be released, you can find that on my website, which, you guessed it, I'm going to link below. Now, a lot of the action is going to take place over on my Instagram, where I'll be posting daily updates, affirmations, meditations, and all that good stuff. I want this crochet along to be different than the crochet alongs I've done in the past. I want this to be a journey of self-reflection for each of us. I want each of us to take the time and the energy that we put into every single stitch to shine bright through our finished throws. With that in mind, I hope you're excited to work on block one and to get started on this wonderful, unique, and beautiful journey that is the Mountain Meditations Crochet-Along. Now, let's get stitching. All right, so to get started today, we're going to be working our flying geese block. Now, this block has one special stitch, which is the elongated single crochet. That's what gives it these nice, tall, vertical lines that mimic geese wings. Goose wings? Geese wings. We'll see. Now, we're going to be using our standard crochet hook in a 4mm size. You can see that right there. And you'll need your color Yosemite for this particular block. Now, if you want the full pattern for this and the rest of the Afghan, you can follow the link in the description below and you'll get the full pattern. For this particular video, we're going to do a small sample for the actual stitch pattern so you can know how to actually work it. All right, so I have already made my chain to save us a little bit of time. I chained 44, which is a number recommended in the pattern. We're going to start off by single crocheting in each of the first 3 chains. So 1, 2, and 3. Then we chain 1 and we skip the next chain, which is right there. And then we'll single crochet into each of the next 5 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We chain 1, we skip the next chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you repeat that all the way across. So you repeat as a chain 1, skip the stitch, skip the next chain, and then single crochet in each of the next 5 chains. You'll notice I'm using a 6.5mm hook. It's much larger than what's called for in the pattern. That's because it's a little bit easier to see. And I'm just going to repeat this all the way until the end. All right, so when we get to the end, to finish our last repeat, you should have about 4 chains left. We're going to chain 1, skip the next chain, and then single crochet into each of the last 3 chains. And that's our very first row. Now moving on to row 2, pretty simple. We're going to essentially single crochet into each single crochet and chain across. So we single crochet into the first 3, and then we'll come to our very first chain space. We're going to drop down into that space, and we're going to just single crochet. Then we single crochet into each of the next 5 single crochet, and then we find that next space, we drop down and we single crochet. So you're going to repeat that all the way across, and then go ahead and work row 3, which is just a single crochet in each single crochet across. We'll come back and we'll join together to work row 4, which is kind of a big row. That's where everything starts to happen. All right, so to begin row 4, I've already turned my work and chained 1. I'm going to single crochet into my very first stitch. Then I'm going to skip the next 2 stitches, and I'm going to find where that chain 1 space was on row 1. I'll insert my hook into that space, grab my yarn, and pull it through. I'm going to draw up a pretty big loop. I want it to sit flush with the loop that's already on my hook, yarn over, and pull through 2. That's our first elongated single crochet. We're going to skip the stitch after the very first single crochet, and then moving that elongated single crochet to the right, we're going to find the next stitch, insert our hook, and single crochet. Then we'll single crochet into the next 2 stitches. So we'll have 3 stitches between the first elongated single crochet and the next. To work our next elongated single crochet, we're going to insert our hook into that same chain 1 space and then pull up a loop 1 more time. Then we'll yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. Again, we're going to skip the next single crochet. So the one behind it has already been worked. The next one we'll skip and we'll single crochet into the one after that. Then we're going to find our next chain 3 space, chain 1 space, sorry, which is down here. We're going to insert our hook and pull up a loop. Make sure it's flush, yarn over, pull through 2, sorry. Skip the next stitch, insert our hook into the stitch after that, and then we'll single crochet into the next 3. Now, if you're ever feeling like things are a little off, I want to show you a really cool trick. When you're working the 3 single crochet in between each elongated single crochet, the second single crochet of that 3 single crochet group should line up with that chain 1 space 3 rows before. Okay, so here's 1, 2, 3. Our second single crochet is lining up right where that chain 1 space is. That's how you know you're sitting right where you need to. All right, so now we're going to work our next elongated single crochet by going back into that chain 1 space, pulling up a loop, and then yarning over and pulling through 2. We skip the next stitch, single crochet into the next stitch after that, find that chain 1 space, insert our hook, and pull up a loop. We pull through 2, skip the next stitch, single crochet into each of the next 3 single crochets, and I'm noticing that something's a little off, because you can see here's my second one. When I go down, it's not lined up with that chain 1 space. So what I'm going to do is back up. I need to shift my elongated single crochet to the right and go into that next single crochet. I simply skipped too many stitches. So now 1, 2, and 3. Drop down, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops, skip the stitch, and we're going to go single crochet into the next stitch. Now again, we're going to find that chain 1 space, drop down, pull up a loop. We're going to move that to the right. And then 1, 2, I'm going to check. I'm lined up. And 3. We drop down, pull up a loop, pull through 2. Now we got our 2 elongated. I skip a stitch, single crochet into the next stitch. Again, find the chain 1 space, drop down, pull up a loop, pull through 2, go into the next 3, make sure my second is lined up, go back down into the chain 1 space, pull up a loop, and pull through 2. Single crochet, find that chain 1 space, pull up a loop and pull through 2. Single crochet into the next 3. Make sure that that second stitch is lined up. Single crochet. Go back into that same chain 1 space and pull through 2. Single crochet. And now we're into our last repeat. Okay? So we should have 6 stitches left. We're going to drop down into that space, pull up a loop, and pull through 2. Then again, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. We should have 2 stitches left. I'm going to drop down into that chain 1 space, pull up a loop and pull through 2. Skip the next stitch, single crochet into the very last stitch. And that, my friends, is how we work our elongated single crochets. So to work our next row, we're going to repeat row 1. We chain 1 and we turn. We single crochet into each of the first 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. Then we chain 1, we skip the next stitch, and then we single crochet into each of the next 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 1, skip the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 1, skip the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 1, skip the next stitch. You simply repeat this all the way across. Then you'll work a row 2, a row 3, and then a row 4, which is your next elongated single crochet row. You repeat this for the entirety of the pattern, and then when you're finished, you get this, which is a beautiful array of flying geese. Now the very last step, which is the same step you'll do for every single block, is to simply work a border in the same color all the way around. The instructions for the border are going to be found in your special stitches section of your pattern. In that, it'll also tell you exactly how many stitches you need to work across, how to work your corners, and how to make sure that your block is perfectly square so that you can join it to the next square. Now, in the next video, we're going to be working on our next block, which is this beautiful one here. This was one of my favorites. It's called the Rocky Ridge block. It features really interesting reverse Tunisian stitches with Tunisian simple stitches. It's a lot of fun, and I can't wait to show you that. So I hope you enjoyed making our very first block of our Mountain Meditations blanket.